Alright, so we're going to talk about land and farm. Earlier on I showed you Realtor's website and about how you kind of had to go around and know the process in which to find vacant land on Realtor's website. And places like Land and Farm, Land Watch, things like that are designed for land and vacant land more so than they are for single family homes. So let's go ahead and get started. Obviously go to landandfarm.com or Google search land and farm and let's go to the search box. Now I use Big Rapids, Michigan as my search option for realtor. So let's go ahead and I'll continue with that. And remember that I think there was like 250 plus search results when I did that in Realtor's website. And so let's do Big Rapids. There it is. Do a search. Alright, so it pulled up 79 properties once we did our search. And what I like about this is that it shows you the acreage of the property and the price side by side. And to me that's kind of important. That was something I really liked about this site because it really allowed me to skim through these really quick and hardly had to use any filters at all, but I'll show you the filters in just a second. So this is what comes up as your default search. Again, some of the ones with houses will come up, but then you also find lots, obviously for building. You'll see like farm, there's a log home supposedly included on this one. This one says it's just acreage, so acreage, look at all these like acreages. Again, quick view, $16,500, 2.5 acres. So whatever your budget is or whatever your minimum requirements are for your land, you can see it right here. And so let's go ahead and just, while we're on this page, we'll reduce this down before we get into any of the actual property pages. So acreage right here, price right here, and property type. So let's say you got $50,000 to spend. Okay, so there's not going to be a minimum, but your max is going to be $50,000. And let's say there's no minimum on your acreage, but you want 5 acres at least. So let's go to 5, and we can do a search. So here's everything under 50,000 acres, and I would say this looks like it's up to 5 acres. Now if you want a minimum of 5 acres, you do a minimum here, and let's say your max is 100. And that produces you even more. So if you want at least 5, which may have been what I said to begin with, here you go. So 8.4, 12.9, and remember all of these are under 50,000. Now if you want to reduce that more, you can. Everything's been checked here. So let's say you're looking for something specific. You can reduce your check marks and it'll further filter out, but let's say we want everything just to get a broad view because there's only 6 properties that came up. So alright, let's go ahead and cancel that and we'll just work with these right here. So 12 Mile Road, let's go ahead and click on that. It says 10 acres for 25,000. Let's see. Alright, so let's go down here and see where at. Alright, so 12 Mile Road, Big Rapids, undeveloped land. It's not irrigated, meaning it has no water or septic. Obviously there's a little description. Oh look, and this guy's paired with Dane Anderson. Now notice we have seen this one on Realtor's website already. Let's see what information. There's no new information here. They do have a mapping system, so it shows you where it's at. Alright, and then similar listings by the realtor, and it gives you the property website. So what that means, let's go ahead and open up that in a new window. Or not, there we go. So when you click on property, it takes you to the actual realtor's website. So this is a Keller Williams property. again, gives you information, the price. Never believe these estimated monthly payments. There's another map view indicating where this particular property is. Alright, so scrolling down, now every realtor's website is going to be different. So you can see what information they have here, but it's important to actually click on everything related to the property. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. So let's see if we can look at something like this one. Let's do more detail. Okay, so let's say we want to see this one, Great Hunting Retreat. Let's go ahead and click on it. Now some of them, what I find interesting is that only some of them will actually give you the survey. Most of the times the survey comes in the form of a paper survey when you're actually under contract. This is good. I really like this because it allows me to physically see the shape of the property. Obviously with just pictures of aerials and stuff, and if you're remotely viewing this, you have no idea what kind of parcel shape it is. Some of them are long and skinny, some of them are, really squatty. Some people are particular. I was very particular about the shape of my property, because I know what my distances are from side to side and my front to back on the survey, which allowed me to look up the building codes to find out if it was something that was going to be buildable without any extra hassles or permits required. So real quickly, this one has 49,000, 11 acres. It's on 15-mile road. It says it's nicely wooded, great spot to build. Just because it says it's got a great spot to build, don't trust it. The realtor has no idea. Alright, so similar properties by this particular person. Again, you can click on the property website and you can save this if you want. There's 2 more pictures. Let's click on that. So here's the whole property with the property description. Alright, always check and make sure that the survey company is legit. This particular one is, because they are the ones who I hired to do mine. Even though there is one on file, you may want to consider getting one done yourself, particularly, and we'll discuss this later on, but particularly if you walk the property and you find that it's not fenced or there are no property boundary markers. And so brief picture and a brief picture. Alright, so this is kind of Land and Farm. It's really self-explanatory. They make it very easy for you to search. Do register for an account. That way you can save your progress. You can save your searches. You can save your properties that you like. And so moving forward, I will show you one other property and then we'll kind of dig down a little bit deeper. Alright, thanks for listening.